end zone. He'll keep it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a catch. He just throws his mid up there, and you can tell those sticky gloves are paying off. Sticks the football, makes the catch. 3rd down, needed a play. What do? You go find your man that only needs one hand.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the quick grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Play fake, Marcel Reed. It's complete on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throwing Reed. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Again, it's Reed. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play action, C.J. Carr. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch, whether it's a perfect throw.
Finding some room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Mobley.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He has 89 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Reed escapes the pressure going right. Finds his big tight end. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside. It's Owens. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has...
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Carr. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Fourth down, Carr. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David.
Snags it, and there's running room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense.
Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The run inside. It's Mobley. On the move at the 30. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves... There he goes! Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. On the move, he fires. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Running to Green. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. They're going to ride this running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Get it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Pulls and fired complete. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Ewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
third down, they're in the gun, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Running inside, it's Owens. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll move the tight end. The pull and throw off the RPO. Snags it and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Aggies have this offense rolling. On the ground, it's Owens. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll run it. Powers through the defender. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Slings it downfield. Zips it out to his man.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big 4th down here in the 4th quarter.
Quick release on the RPO. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Throwing, Carr. Pocket breaking down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Trying to beat the D deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Makes the catch and he's free. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive. They're getting in the end zone, and here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.